welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, hello. If you're back, hi again. Today we're gonna do a get ready with me for work, and I'm also gonna do a Q&A of like questions I asked on Instagram and on TikTok. All right guys, I did my eyebrows off camera just because they take the longest, so I don't want you guys to sit through that. If you want an eyebrow tutorial, just let me know, comment down below. Anyways, I use the Anastasia Dip Brow for my eyebrows. If you want. Okay, so I don't really know how to do this, so I'm just gonna kind of answer like questions that like were most asked. While I do my foundation, I use the Born This Way foundation by Too Faced. I love it. It's like the one that like most looks like skin, like it looks the most natural. One of like the common most questions that I was asked was, how old am I? I am 20 and I live by myself. I have my own apartment. I am a Gemini. I was born May 27th. I use the Born This Way by Too Faced concealer as well. I was gonna say, people were like, how did you start getting into TikTok? Well, I started in January of this year, and like the third video I posted went viral overnight. Like I posted it at like 2 a.m., went to bed, like, because all my other videos only got like 20 views, so I wasn't expecting anything out of this. I wake up and it has like 50,000 views, and then like throughout the day, like it like finally got to 1 million, and then it reached all the way to 3 million, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy. Like it blew up overnight, and I got like 50,000 followers, and I was so excited because like the amount of like support like right away was astounding. Like you guys were like, yeah, you go girl, and like honestly, like just like the amount of love and support that I got right away wanted me to continue making content and moving on. And like now here I am expanding like from TikTok to YouTube and like all this other stuff. So I'm super excited that like I got to do this journey with you guys. And like obviously I just hit 1 million on TikTok, and that is so crazy to me that I did that in less than a year. My face with the Too Faced Born This Way powder. I know you guys are like, wow, you really love this shit. I really do. It makes my face look flawless. So a lot of people were curious of how my parents felt about my job, you know, working at a club. I told my mom after like a month of me working there, because I didn't want to tell them right away. I didn't want to tell them right away because if I didn't like it, I didn't want them judging me and like whatever. So I told her after a month, and she was like, I already knew, you can't keep secrets from me, like be safe, don't do drugs. Like that was literally how she was. And like my mom's so open and supportive, and I just appreciate that. And I didn't tell my dad though. My dad was in a different state, so I had to go visit him, and I broke the news to him when I went to go visit him, and that was like 4 months after I was already working there. And he was just like, oh yeah, I knew. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's just like, well, all of a sudden you could just fly out here whenever you wanted, and you like didn't hesitate, didn't ask me to help you. And he's just like, also, your mom doesn't know how to keep your mouth shut. And I was just like, well, thank you for not confronting me about it. And so like, yeah. And then he's just like, well, if I was a girl, I would do the same shit. And I was like, thank you. I needed that. So my parents are super open and cool about it. My sisters, they didn't really care. They're like, all right, be safe, you know? And like all my friends were super supportive. Like a lot of them had crazy questions like, what is it like? And I think like at this point, it's just like, I wouldn't surround myself with people that didn't respect what I did or respected me. So like, I don't really have any like hate from anybody that's close to me. And if you're not close to me, I don't really care if you don't like what I do, because your opinion doesn't matter to me, you know? All right, now I'm gonna bronze my face with the Hoola Beauty, the Toasted Bronzer. A lot of you guys wanted to know how I deal with like hate comments. Like, you know, that shit used to bother me a lot when I first started, just because like I didn't know how to handle it. Like I had like a bunch of strangers judging me off of like 15-second, 60-second videos, and it was like absurd. And like these people acted like they knew my whole life. They were like, oh, blah blah blah, and it sucked, like honestly. But like as like I've gotten to continue my journey, I'm just like, you know what, fuck those guys. Like they're not gonna like me, and they're just gonna continue to hate on me, so I'm just gonna block them. Like, why have followers that are literally just there to keep tabs on me? And I just don't need that. Like, I don't need negative energy. I don't like your vibe, so you're blocked. And people are like, well, you're a little snowflake if you block people. And I'm like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. If you give me negative energy, we're not dealing with that. We are not dealing with that. So you call me a whore, you call me a slut, you call me a homewrecker. Okay, bye. Peace out. You don't have to deal with me now. I'll remove you from the situation if that's what you want, because you don't like me. On to eyeliner, and I just use the NYX matte liquid eyeliner. It's like $6. It's the holy grail of fucking eyeliners, I swear to God. So another question that I got asked a lot was like if I work out or if I have a diet. And girl, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, no, I really don't. Like, I eat whatever I want. Like, I'll occasionally go to the gym, not every day. Like, I don't have like a routine. And I know that sounds really fucking shitty because people are like, wow, you look amazing. And I'm like, thanks, I don't deserve to, because the way I eat and the way I act, I should deserve to look like a fucking potato. But I do drink lots of fucking water for my skin and for bloating. So that's my only advice, I guess, for that department. Another quick question for you guys. Like, you guys were like, what's the most money you've made in a night? And what's the worst amount of money you've made in a night? So the best night I had was $2,500. But like after like tipping people and after like the house fee and stuff, I left with like $1,800. It was like almost $1,900. And the worst night I had was $27. And I had to put gas in my car that night. So I came home with $7. That was terrifying and awful. It was the worst. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I like stayed the whole night, just like nobody came in, and you can't deal with anything. But I was just like, damn, what am I doing? Rethinking my whole life. I was just like, damn. I got a McChicken. I went home and passed the fuck out. Next up are lashes. I get them from an Instagram shop on Misa KYO Lashes. She sent me these. These ones are in the style of Get That Money. I fucking love them. Like, I've been obsessed with them, so go check her out. Move on to highlight now that the lashes aren't on, and I use the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. Another question that got asked a lot was like, have you ever gotten into any beef with any girls? And yes, I have. At my very first club, I danced for someone's regular, and I didn't know it, right? I didn't know it. He did a couple dances with me, left, went with the girl that's regular is, and he left. And then 2 hours later, I get done on stage, and then I go in like the back, you know, getting dressed, whatever. She comes up by herself and like threatens to beat me up. And luckily, like, one of my girlfriends, she saw, so she like runs back there to like see what's going on. And she's like, don't ever talk to them ever again. And I'm like, oh, my bad. Like, I obviously didn't know. And she was not playing around. So like, that was the night I almost got my ass beat. So, you know, we're all loving. We're such a fun family, you know. Almost like a sorority. No, fuck that shit. It is so competitive, and people are like, well, that sounds toxic. You know what? It is toxic. It's very competitive. So if you don't have a strong head, or, you know, you're not about your shit, or if you're very sensitive, this ain't the place for you, baby. This is not it. I'm gonna be straight up. All right, and here's like the finished makeup look. I'll just like blend it out with my beauty blender at the end to make sure everything goes in smoothly. But I already know you guys are gonna ask, oh, no lipstick? No, we wear a mask. Lipstick is useless right now. It's useless. It's fucking useless. But I usually straighten or curl my hair. I think tonight I'm gonna straighten my hair, so I'm just gonna do that and I'll be right back. All right, and now my hair is done, and now I'm ready to go to work. This roughly took me, just because I was talking, it took me like 45 minutes, but typically this all takes like 20 to 30 minutes just because it's like the same thing every day. Also, someone brought up a very good point. Now that I have 1 million followers, you guys need a name. but I feel awkward coming up with a name. So I would like you guys to comment down below what you guys would like to be called. Also, comment down below what kind of more videos you want to see. Also, like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys, and I think I'll be regularly posting on Sundays. So, yeah.